Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the host of this evening, the CEO of PZ USA, Paweł Surówka. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you very cordially at our meeting on the new PZU. We'd like to welcome our supervisory board, along with the chairman, the supervisory board chairman, Mr. Maciej Łapiński. We'd like to welcome the management board teams of Bank PKO SA, as well as Bank Alior Bank. So we'd like to welcome you very cordially. We'd like to welcome our clients, our business partners, and above all, we'd like to welcome all of our employees who have joined us this evening. So we'd like to welcome all of you very warmly. Ladies and gentlemen, the new PZU is, in brief, a combination of experience and the heritage of one of Poland's companies with the greatest history, along with the capacity that technology gives us. And there's no place that would symbolize the combination of knowledge accumulated over centuries, along with the energy of the young generation. There's no place that would be like the University of Warsaw's library. That's why, as PZU, we're very elated to be able to host you here in the library of the University of Warsaw. Last year, we announced the vision, how in fact we want to change PZU up until the end of 2020. And we chose very specific targets, what we intend to achieve by that time. To remind you, we said that we want to change the entire structure of our group in such a way so as no longer to be a group of companies that have only their logo in common. We wanted to be a single entity, wholly focused on the expectations and the needs of its clients. We also said that we don't want to be just an insurer. We want to be a genuine partner for our clients to help them live better, healthier, safer, and more conveniently. And we also said that we want to be this type of partner for their entire life. And this is what we're thinking about our relations with them, to ensure that at every stage of their life, we would have a response to their evolving expectations and their needs. And we've called this the new PZU. And this vision was very well received by our investors, by our clients, as well as by our employees. I was incredibly proud that one of our employees came to me and said to me, this is exactly the path we should follow. And we're also very pleased that many of our new employees joined our ranks, because they want to be part of the new PZU. Of course, we are aware that our clients would like to grasp better what in fact these slogans mean. They want to understand how this is going to affect their customer experience with PZU, how it will affect and contribute to their lives. And they would like to be able to get a feel for the new PZU. And that's why we're here this evening. In just a few moments, my colleagues from the management team, including myself, will show you some of the projects, some of the successes that we've been able to achieve over the most recent year. But the most important part of this evening will be the part that will take place after we conclude the presentations. We'd like to invite all of you to join us in a special zone, which is called PZU in your hands. And our directors will be waiting for you there. And those persons who are responsible for the implementation of all of these projects, all of these innovations, will show you what they've been working on over the most recent year. And I would quite frankly admit to you that we've been working to the greatest extent to make sure that this evening we're going to be able to show you all of those projects that we announced last year. We want them to be measurable. We want to somehow put them in your hands. And why are we so keen on being physically present in the lives of our customers, of our clients? We're doing this because we're convinced that insurance is actually evolving. Insurance is evolving because our clients, at one point in time, wanted to avoid health disorders. Now clients want to be healthy. They want to be in good physical form. At one point in time, customers only wanted to get an indemnity, a claims payment if a claim or a loss occurs. Now they're expecting us to help them maneuver through and navigate through all of the obstacles that are accompanying that. People were buying insurance, life insurance, to ensure that their descendants wouldn't have any difficulties when they're no longer around for their relatives. And now they're doing it in order to assure their descendants that they're going to have a good life. And so our customers are more and more active. We have to be more and more active. We have to aid them in their health, in their safety, in their welfare, to put that in their hands. And so we want to give them real tools that will actually assist them in this process. And some of these tools we would like to show you this evening. But before we do that, we would like to recap this most recent year, which we've wrapped up today with our 2018 annual report. As I said, this year was full of activity, full of hard work. We toiled greatly, but it was a good year for PZU. And how good of a year it was, well, my colleague from the management team will tell you a little bit about this, the CFO, Tomasz Kulik. So let's go ahead and give him a warm round of applause as he joins us. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, just as Pavel said, 2018 was an excellent year for the PZU Group. We talked about that this morning when we presented our financial results at the Warsaw Stock Exchange. Now we would like to tell you a little bit about how those results fit in with our strategy and how they basically portend for our ambitions, how they relate to our ambitions for 2020. So we've basically broken up our strategy into partial objectives: insurance, investments, health, and we also have the banking segment. And the basis for each one of these segments is cost efficiency, cost effectiveness, as well as the return on equity. And so one of our assumptions is that each one of the partial objectives should contribute to the achievement of our overarching objective, which is to ensure that the return on equity is at an above average level of 22%. And so let's take a look about how our results flesh out with respect to such ambitious objectives. Let's start with sales and how our position, our market position, has changed over the last 2 years. Basically, in non-life insurance has grown strongly. We see that amongst Polish insurers, but also amongst the international subsidiaries. We've seen growth rates that are double-digit. We can say that in protection business of life insurance, we saw similar growth, and we've been able to beat records from the past, starting in 2017, and then later also in 2018. We were able to repeat that performance. And of course, this is cause for great pride. On the other hand, this is a very good starting point for the next 2 years we have before us. So somebody could say that it's easy to grow when you resign from profitability. But somebody could say it's easy to improve profitability at the cost of expense. We've been able to run counter to that hypothesis. In terms of life insurance, we've been working very hard to ensure that the scope of insurance is appropriate. We're actually aligning our offer to a younger population. We're trying to offer health protection riders as well. This means that we're able to generate above average margins in our core product, that being group and individual continuation insurance, where you can see that in the most recent year, 2018, we've been able to year substantially above the strategic objective. If we look at our non-life business, you can see that we continue to work on advanced algorithms for pricing and estimating risks, so underwriting. So these items, these measures, along with cost control and having the information we do about our customers in very large databases, gives us the ability and the wherewithal to deliver profitability that's unavailable to our competitors. And ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about cost efficiency, this is something that is something that's very important to me as a CFO. Of course, I identify with this quite strongly. We've told you about what the structure of cost should look like, the cost structure, the cost split, and how it should relate to our revenues in order to be able to offer attractive price products to our customers. And we started at an 8% admin expense ratio. So in 2018, we've taken another step towards achieving our strategic objective, which is to have costs stated as a percentage of premium at 6.5%. And of course, one could say it's easy to save money in a single year, but frequently this is done at the expense of strangling the business and hampering its growth. We know that, all of us know that, but we've been involved in strategic projects to enable us, on one hand, to build a competitive edge and retain that competitive edge. And we've been spending roughly 100 million zlotys every year on that purpose. That's a large level of capex. And these are investments, ladies and gentlemen, that have been confirmed and delivered year in, year out. If we look at asset management, so 2018 was a tough and challenging year, and all of the people who work in this industry are fully aware of that. We've seen major declines on the stock exchange, slumps. We also witnessed events that undermined client confidence in various forms of savings. We've observed on the marketplace attrition. We've seen conversion of savings into term deposits. And so PZU on this very challenging market has been able to achieve its strategic objectives in an unwavering basis. And we've been able to respond to market expectations where there was a lot of volatility on that market. We've introduced a product that offers 100% capital guarantee, which is called Safe Plus. And this is quite rare because we continue to work in a low interest rate environment, and giving a capital guarantee is something that costs money. We've delivered and deployed an InPZU investment platform whereby you can basically invest with very low costs of investing. And Paweł will say a few words about this a little bit later in this presentation. We've also used employee pension schemes in order to grow the assets of our clients, and we've become the leader on the marketplace. And we've also offered our products in cooperation with banks. And thanks to all of these activities taken together, our assets under management in the companies managing assets across the group, we've been able to achieve the level of 50 billion zlotys. The result of this segment is nearly 190 million, and so this is very close to our strategic objective.
Segmentem naszej strongly growing segment of our strategy is obviously health. PZU has been very consistent in providing its customers with very competitive products in this segment, namely healthcare. We increase accessibility of those products through our own network of points of sales. We are developing this network and we expand the scope of specializations that are available. Finally, we make available online services which all contributes to the number of satisfied customers, which at the end of last year stood at 2,300,000. And also the scale of operations measured by revenues is increasing very consistently, bringing us to our strategic goal of 1 billion by 2020. What is particularly good news if we consider high capital expenditures and the costs involved in building and maintaining, on the one hand, the scale, and on the other hand, the quality, on which Roman will dwell on in the later part of this presentation, because he will provide you with details on health segment within PZU. Profitability of this segment was very high. We ended last year at almost 90%. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2017, we said that the Bison was back in Poland. Today we have been able to show you how good that past decision and investment was and how it translated into the profitability of the entire group. Also, the other bank, Alior, had an excellent contribution to the result. Its financial result year on year grew by more than 50%. The assets of our banks increased. Their consolidated result also grew, the consolidated result of the banking segment. It is particularly enjoyable news to us that we are additionally able to achieve extra synergies both on the expense side and on the revenue side. Together we benefit from an excellent network which sells products of three brands: PZU, Pekao and Alior. We go across borders. We communicated to you some time ago that we wanted to achieve a very ambitious goal, that is return on equity at 22%. In the results that were announced earlier today, we were able to show you that this goal has already been achieved. This places us among the unquestioned leaders in the market, not just the Polish market, but among global leaders, both in the industry of insurance and among companies with the highest capitalization or highest revenues, those from S&P index, but also from Fortune 500 ranking. When we presented our strategy last year, we explained how we wanted to celebrate our achievements, our successes together with you. We presented to you our capital and dividend policy, and we said that taking care of the equity position, taking care of the good fortunes of the funds entrusted to us, we said we would make sure that the dividend would grow year by year. And the results announced today show that 2018 was good not for the PZU Group alone, but also for its shareholders. The current situation with regard to equity security in the group will be presented by Maciej Rabkiewicz, our colleague from the management board, who is now invited to join us here on the stage. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the management board of PZU, I'm responsible for risk management. The main role of the risk function is to support the management board and the entire group in making sure that the PZU group remains safe and secure in terms of equity and in every other respect. The risk function fulfills its obligations by analyzing the impact of determined events and providing relevant information to the management board if there are certain events that imply negative consequences. We are responsible for informing the management board and making sure that relevant action is taken in a timely manner. So if you hear news about Brexit, about potential financial crisis, you can be sure that the risk management function is also involved in working on this area. When we announced our strategy, we said that PZU Group would remain stable and secure. We believe that the best indicator of financial stability is solvency ratio. We promised that throughout the strategy period, this ratio would be over 200%. In 2017, it was at 208%. And with reference to Tomek said a moment ago, I can add that in 2018 this ratio would be even higher, which makes us even closer to the achievement of our strategic goals of stability and security. I can also say at this point that when Tomek referred to the good results in the context of other companies, also in terms of this indicator proving our stability and security, we are among the leading companies, leading insurance companies in Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, at the very beginning I mentioned the role of the risk management area in PZU. An activity which examines the impact of certain events is conducting of stress tests. Those of you who are particularly interested in this area will learn more if you read the report that has just been published. You will find there full results of the stress tests that are conducted in PZU. This slide presents just a selected sample of those stress tests, but the general conclusion is that if you consider various scenarios, be they legislative, economic, crisis-related scenarios, PZU Group remains at very stable and very secure equity levels. Paweł Surówka, please come to the stage.
Bardzo dziękuję.
Thank you very much, Maćku. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the numbers that show how successful we are. Now my colleagues from the management board and myself will tell you briefly about the products that we completed since our last meeting, and we must admit that we promised indeed a lot. If you allow me, I will start with one project which was not named at our last meeting. It was only announced as something that was forthcoming, in fact a forthcoming revolution in asset management. And this revolution indeed happened. That project was obviously our InPZU platform. The date of announcing this platform was a real earthquake in the industry. On the following day, our competitors were forced to react. And the idea that guided us was very simple. We wanted to create the simplest, the most straightforward, and the fairest, the most honest investment product in Poland. Why? Because we are convinced that it is our task to counteract this problem. Low level of savings in Poland against the backdrop of our neighbors. In PZU, we believe that the low level of savings among Polish people is not anything that can be blamed on Poles, but it is also something that results from the absence of appropriate investment products. So we decided to create such investment products, the products which we would like to have for ourselves and for our loved ones. And this is the effect. In 2018, we changed the shape of the investment market in Poland. All of that was due to InPZU investment platform. Anyone can use it. This is a platform which, thanks to its simplicity, intuitive use, revolutionary low management fee, and non-standard communication, won the hearts of our clients. Intuitive, innovative platform to multiply your savings. One low fee. You pay in and pay out your money whenever you want. 100 PLN is enough to start. Set up an account in PZU PL. A few thousand new customers joined us within a very short time. For many of them, it was the very first investment in capital markets. We revolutionized the market of investment funds in Poland. In PZU is a very simple tool for investment, changing the attitude of Polish people to saving. However, it is just the beginning. In 2019, we have an appetite for more. This is InPZU. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We have an appetite for more. Thousands of customers trust us. Many of them invested at the stock exchange for the very first time, and many of them made investments of very low value. For example, this minimum of 100 PLN as required by PZU, and still all those amounts added up to quite a nice number. Until today, within this short time since the portal came into being, InPZU has collected 100 million PZU assets in management. This is a huge success of our InPZU team. But we do have an appetite for more. We are not going to rest on our laurels. We want the InPZU platform to become a mass platform for investments. And that is why, on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of setting up our investment fund management company, we will announce a special promotional offer. Any person who invests at least 100 PLN in our platform will get another 100 PLN as a token of thanks from PZU Group. So that can be called an immediate return on equity. Ladies and gentlemen, we said that today we would like to give all of you an opportunity to take responsibility for PZU, so we start with you. Anyone here who in our zone, with the help of our directors, sets up an account in InPZU today will get 100 PLN from us, 100 PLN which you can invest in any way you like, and we wish you good luck in investing. So you are welcome in the initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, a year ago we announced the opening of a portal which, like no other, represents the declaration we make. We want to equip our customers with a real tool which will allow them to take responsibility for their own life, and MyPZU is this portal. Today, in its core version, it is already available, and I invite all of you to simply test this solution and see how easy to use it is and how helpful it is. If you allow me, I will now show you a short video how MyPZU functions.
Czy moje ubezpieczenie?
Is my home insurance up to date? Have I booked a visit with a doctor? When will we have the update for the checkup for my child? When is my next inoculation date? Is my family financially secured if I get ill? Or if something serious happens, will my family have money? Who have I named as a beneficiary in my policy? How will I take money? Where will I get money from in order to send my children to university? Will I be able to give them a good start as they begin their adult lives? I have to start saving money. Today, PZU is giving you the feeling that everything that is important to you is under control. So in PZU, you can see all of your products. You can change them, you can buy additional products, and basically you can gain the conviction that you can rely on us. Ladies and gentlemen, my PZU is the most extensive platform, including health and finance. And so, of course, it's available today in its fundamental form, but we're going to toil to ensure that all of our services, all of our products will be available through this site, through this website, MyPZU, for it to become a true compass for people to think better about how, in fact, they're protecting their assets, their health, their lives, as well as their finances. That's not it. How do we conceive of the ongoing development of MyPZU? Well, the next step for MyPZU is linked to health. We would like to introduce a functionality where I'm convinced that it will make the lives of our clients genuinely easier. And this will be a safe location, repository to store health information. We're working for the Ministry of Health to ensure that all clients would have access to their prescriptions, to their bookings, referrals to doctors, as well as the results of medical tests that are done in our medical centers. And this is a tool whereby people can take their own health into their own hands, regardless of where I am. And if I'm traveling, if I have all of my documentation, my medical documentation with me, and I'm going to make a decision about who I'm going to consult on with this, and in what sort of therapy program I would like to enroll. And so we believe this is a tool that will enable our clients to think even more deeply about their lives and their health. And as we talk about health and life, it's time to ask on stage a person who is responsible for these two areas. So I'd like to ask the CEO of PZU Life, Mr. Roman Pałac, to join us on stage. Well, thank you very much, Pavel, for this warm welcome. So we talk about the results that we've generated over the most recent year and how the company's changed. I'm going to talk about the life and health insurance changes, transformation, and how we're deploying customer service. I can say the last 12 months have not been cast away. Our market share has been bumped up by 3 percentage points. We have 38% market share. 2.3 million customers and more are utilizing our health products. So that's many more than we've been able to acquire and solicit in the course of a year. And what's very important is that our customers are quite happy. So this vector of change is based on 4 fundamental areas. The first thing is our offer. We want our offer to be aligned to customer needs. The second thing is we're enlarging the magnitude of distribution. The third, we're rapidly growing our health foothold or footprint, and at the same time we have customer service that accepts no compromises. So we've been working heavily with the offer. We're not preparing products which we think the customers need, but since we're working together in close dialogue with our customers, we know that they need them. We've changed our work internally, how we work internally. IT and business are not two separate silos. We're working together, and thanks to this change, we've been able to revolutionize the way in which products are deployed. So at one point in time, it took more than 2 years to market a product. We're able to do that in 6 months now, and I'm sure that we're able to improve that. In the course of the most recent year, we've been able to deliver a full new array of products for SMEs, small and medium enterprises, but that's not it. We're going to simplify the product offering, and we're going to have a strong start in the new retirement reform, where we have these employee capital schemes. So, of course, nobody will find out about these new products unless you have a good sales network. And so, of course, the most important thing for us was to build a new channel of tied agents, which is dedicated to SMEs and to retail clients. We've changed the process in how we operate in corporate sales, and we've built this network of tied agents that sell both life business as well as non-life business. This means we've been able to increase or augment the size of new business by some 15%. Now, if we can go on to health, this is a business that we're cultivating very strongly. We're investing in it heavily. Last year, we said that our ambition is to have at least 1 billion in premium by 2020. We're well along the way. Last year, our revenues came in at 575 million, so 25% above what we had in 2017. We have more than 2,100 partnership medical centers, and we have 65 proprietary medical centers, own medical centers. So we're looking at patient experience in terms of booking doctor's visits, and we've been showing them what sort of standard we expect to have on the market. In this short film, we want to tell you a little bit about the patient path. From the portal, My PZU, through the experience with our medical center. This is our flagship center. We want it to be the standard for our entire network. So it has a beautiful interior, and at the same time, we have high quality medical care that's unbeatable. And I'm very pleased that today I can announce something that we've been able to complete this morning. So at the acquisition of the Falk Medical Centers, so we're going to add another 32 centers, more than 1,100 employees who are working in Falk. We'd like to welcome you warmly. We've been waiting for you. I'm convinced that you're going to be a wonderful contribution to our business. Thanks to this acquisition, we're going to have nearly a 50% pickup in terms of the number of our own proprietary medical centers. We'll nearly have 100. I need to thank one person who is responsible for this success. So I'd like to thank you, Lita. So this would not have been possible without your work here. Now I'd like to go on to something, a subject that we treat without compromise. This is customer service. This is the basis for every insurance company. Our customers want to feel safe. PZU is a company you can rely on. We always pay. So we're talking about 5 million claims paid every year. So basically, every 1.5 seconds, a new case is reported. We're a company you can rely on, you can count on, but we want to make sure that customers, when they contact us, have the feeling that we're able to solve problems quickly, that we offer them intuitive customer service. We use an NPS, Net Promoter Score. So we were at 20% in 2017, which is the highest on the market. We resolved basically to even improve our results in 2018. So in 2018, we delivered 23% NPS. Perhaps 3 percentage points doesn't seem to be a major change, but if we look across the sector, the NPS for the entire sector is 4%. So we already have unbeatable customer service quality. None of this would have been possible had we not profoundly changed our processes, simplified them, rethought them. We look at two metrics that we continue to utilize. So what percentage of cases is handled during the first contact? So it's more than 96% in life business. In non-life, we've been able to improve. We've moved it up to nearly 75%. So if we look at the time of service, so 85% of cases we're able to solve in the course of a single day. Non-life business, we have 55% in nearly 7 days, in 7 days. So there is something for us to work on here. We want to change. We want our metrics of quality to improve. This will not be possible without new technology. We're automating many processes. We're utilizing robotics. Artificial intelligence is already a part of our working environment. Our goal is, within the course of this year, all of our service processes should be available in the MyPZU portal. What's important to me, the people who are involved in customer service, we want technology to give people more time for customer interactions and not doing things that a machine could do. So we want to tell you a little bit about how machines, artificial intelligence can support us in this process. Many of our customers, well, we are a partner worthy of trust. We want our relations with customers to be nurtured for many years. And so we're working on the best solutions for them every single day. We're implementing advanced technology, the highest quality of service in order to solve problems of the customers more quickly and efficiently. Thanks to having artificial intelligence, we're able to serve our motor customers. The solutions that we've implemented enable us to analyze the damages quickly. We have a model of repair. So artificial intelligence is helping our employees in their day-to-day work. They have more time for our customers. So PZU is a company you can rely on. So I'd like to thank you very much for your attention. Now I'd like to ask my colleague from the management team, as well as my dear friend, Mr. Roger Hodgkiss, to join us at this time.
Dziękuję, Roman.
Thank you, Roman. What an unbelievable place. It's the first time in my life that I've been in a library. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll speak Polish. Well, actually, I do speak Polish, but tonight I will switch to English. It's easier to me to talk about my passion in English. And my passion is my work. Really. My work and the things I deal with on a daily basis at PZU. I will present to you the to-date strategic achievements in the area for which I'm responsible, and I will also tell you how we are going to develop and implement the strategy in the upcoming years. We really have a lot to be proud of.
Last year, I said how we would use technology and innovation to support both our customers and our unique sales channels. What have we done? We have made great progress to improve our customers' experience in PZU. Pavel talked earlier about Moje PZU, and I can tell you that this greatly enhances our customers' interactions with PZU. It's amazing for our customers to be able to access all their PZU products and services in one place. The Szybka Kalkulacja process, which I showcased last year, if you remember, uses sztuczna inteligencja and analytics to produce a household insurance quote in a few seconds. And already we've got over 50,000 quotes gone through this process, and this year we expect around 100,000 quotations to be made using this technology. PZU Go, you will hear a lot more about PZU Go later from Pavel, but PZU Go is already helping our customers and combines unique telematics technology with a unique assistance proposition, and it's amazing. As Roman mentioned earlier, I think we've made good progress on our Universalizacja Sieci Sprzedaży initiative. Now, nearly 3,000 of our tied agents can sell both life and non-life products, which is great for our customers. But I'm not talking here only about retail clients. Our PZU Lab is offering a wide range of innovative risk management services for our corporate clients, as some of our clients here will testify. And here I've got a short film which will explain a little bit more about what PZU Lab does for our corporate clients.
PZU to więcej niż ubezpieczenia.
PZU is more than insurance. We support our corporate customers also in their daily work. It was for them that we developed PZU Lab. This is where we collect expertise and experience related to managing companies on a daily basis. We also collaborate with colleges and universities. As a result, we are able to offer to our customers innovative state-of-the-art solutions as security solutions and cybersecurity initiatives. We completed more than 20 projects in companies from many industries. Every day, PZU Lab experts cooperate closely with our customers. We begin our work with assessing risks in the company. We identify areas which entail potential risks and which can bring about downtime or losses. We recommend specific solutions and we help our customers to implement them. Thanks to PZU Lab, it was possible for our customers to avoid claims equivalent to 60 million PLN. We help to reduce losses and reduce risks. Stable operations, safe production plants. PZU Lab, partner in business.
Is a great tool, is a great function that we have in PZU, which offers risk management services to our large corporate clients, and is really enhancing our large corporate clients' relationship with PZU. I also stood up here in front of you last year and said we would develop new technological and innovative solutions for our unique sales network. Let me remind you about PZU's unique scale. We have nearly 10,000 tied agents, over 400 branches, and in Poland we have nearly 50,000 people who sell PZU products. And during last year, we've also really improved our direct capability and online sales performance. I talked last year about an exciting new model of sales where we use our direct capability to support our traditional sales channels. This has been a success, and it's already delivered over 130 million zloty of incremental sales. We've given our sales force some new and innovative tools, including mobile sales apps and a world-class CRM platform. I've talked already about Uniwersalna Sieć Sprzedaży, which is making a real difference for our sales networks and our customers. But the last point I'd like to raise is about our program Agent 2.0, which is where we invest in our biggest and best tied agents. We brand their offices and offer them enhanced training and support and commission structures. It's been a great success. During last year, we added another nearly 200 new agents to our Agent 2.0 model. Why is that important? Well, it secures our agent channel. It keeps our agent channel relevant and modern in very changing times. And we see that when we convert an agent from a non-Agent 2.0 to an Agent 2.0, the sales improve by around 10%. So it's a very powerful model for us. I've talked about a few areas that we've used to improve our sales network capability, but this film summarizes some of them quite clearly.
Stale ułatwiamy pracę naszym agentom.
We continue to facilitate work for our agents. We develop for them state-of-the-art tools and IT systems. We have implemented a new CRM system. Agents will find their full customer profile information as well as information what other products the customer might need. The system enhanced our business potential. Now, instead of 1 million proposals of offers per year, we can generate 10 million. We also equipped agents with a mobile app. Thanks to this application, they will be able to take pictures required for sales immediately and send them to our product system. We also developed a new sales tool for our agents. Now they can quickly and intuitively offer products to our customers.
I've been in insurance for quite a few years, and I love numbers. And you know what? I love these numbers even more. In the last few years in PZU, in Ubezpieczenie Majątek, in P&C Insurance, we've delivered great growth and profitability. Our sales last year were nearly 13.5 billion zloty. That's 25% bigger than 2 years ago and 50% bigger than 3 years ago. So 50% więcej niż 3 lat temu. Jak Tomek mówił wcześniej,
as Tomek said earlier, we had excellent results.
We've reduced the combined ratio by 8 percentage points, following our continued investment and improvement in pricing, risk selection, claims management, and customer analytics. And I believe that our combined of 87% is better than many of our competitors, both local and global. So great results. We're delivering. So we've talked about, or I've talked about 2018. What about the next couple of years? I'm sorry, really sorry, because I'm going to be boring and repetitive. And Pavel asked me not to be boring, but you know, sometimes I have to be. Because why am I boring? Because I'm going to say some of the same things. The message is consistent from me. We're going to continue to focus on using technology and innovation to support our clients and our unique sales networks to deliver our strategic goals. For clients, that means continued investment and improvement in our pricing and underwriting capability, in sztuczna inteligencja and big data analytics, to really match price with customer risk and customer needs. On the corpo side, as well as PZU Lab, which we saw earlier, we've got our TUF mutual business, which is doing a fantastic job of writing some large corpo risks. Our premium in TUF last year was around 550 million zlotys already. So great progress in TUF. We're promoting telematic solutions, not just in PZU Go, but also with our corporate fleet clients. So lots of areas of improvement for our client in the next couple of years. For our sales networks, again, more of the same. We're going to continue to innovate and support to ensure that they retain their leadership status and that we preserve our unique scale and our unique sales model. Further developments of our world-class CRM platform. We're making big improvements to our sales platforms for dealers and our leasing customers. Together, those two groups of customers generate over 2 billion zloty of premium for PZU. So it's important that we keep that innovative and modern platform to sell through those customers. Agent 2.0 has been a great success, as we saw earlier. For the next stage, Agent 3.0 will see further development of our tied agent channel to ensure that agents remain relevant in these changing times. Teraz Ty is our unique training program for our sales managers, in-house program. And the last, and really a very important point for me, given my experience, is that we will continue to improve our direct business, our direct platform, both in PZU and in Linksteri, our business, with more and simpler products. So my summary. We're the market leaders, I believe, in scale, innovation, and profitability. We have a clear plan for the future and will retain our leadership position. We're leveraging technology and innovation to support customers and our unique sales networks. We are transforming into Nova PZU. And I can demonstrate a lot of positive and measurable changes we've delivered already. Well, I think we're delivering, and we're doing what we said we would do. And I think you can see that from those numbers earlier. Naprawdę mamy się
Indeed, we do have things to be proud of and to boast about.
I'd now like to invite my friend and colleague from the board, Małgorzata Sadowska, onto the stage. Thank you.
Dobry wieczór Państwu.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A year ago, we presented our aspirations related to cooperation with banks within our group, Bank Pekao SA and Alior Bank. We said then that we wanted to develop an ecosystem as a platform on which we could build jointly relationships with our customers. 2018 was for us a year of hard work, a year of implementations, product implementations, pilots, and also major successes. In collaboration with our banks, we were able to gain 340 million premium written. We have 25 insurance agreements in place within bank assurance. Our products are offered both online and in branches. We cooperate with leasing companies of our banks. In the area of assure banking, we developed a formal legal environment as well as technological environment. We had to develop our own model for cooperation because there are no ready-made global patterns we could simply use. We have already conducted some pilot projects, and we have developed a model of offering products together with Bank Pekao. What is more, we have already completed some remote sales processes through our contact center. Ladies and gentlemen, the first customers appreciated the cooperation with Bank Pekao SA, the one represented with a BISON, by depositing 43 million there and taking out loans for 62 million PLN. Cost synergies were achieved mainly in IT, real estate and administration. That amounted to more than 40 million PLN in savings. These are very good results. What is more?
So in 2019, the current year, is another year in which we have ambitious objectives. In bank assurance, we want to roll out new products to ensure that our banking offering, in conjunction with our insurance offer, for it to be complete. We would like to ramp up the sales of these products, which we launched in 2018. Of course, we're counting on our colleagues and partners from Alior Bank and Pekao SA. So if we look at Assure Banking, one of the initiatives where we see and have a lot of hope, special hope, that we would like jointly to set up a loan platform with Alior Bank, and this will be dedicated to our customers and this would be a benefit to make it possible intuitively, quickly, and easily, with a minimum of formalities, to receive a cash loan. And the process will look more or less like this. In the day-to-day life, you need to have simple solutions. Jointly with Alior Bank, we're creating the cash platform, which is a new perk for employees. So the employees of our customers will receive a cash loan, and they can use it for any purpose for a period of up to 3 years. And so the proposal process and launching the loan can be originated immediately, and the payments will be made immediately. It's attractive financially. So if you take a loan for 2 years, for every 1,000 zlotys, the person will pay only, the borrower will only pay 5 zlotys per month. So we think that it's going to be 1/3 lower, this cost, than elsewhere in the market. And so you'll have a new benefit for your employees. And this means that employers will become more competitive on their markets. So cash is a product that brings together the interests of employers as well as employees. It's interesting that it's true that it's quite interesting. Nobody else in the market has something like this. Another area extremely important for our group is linked to strategic partnerships. So every partner is strategic, is exceptional to us. And we create tailor-made offers for them. And this is an offer that responds to customer needs. And what do customers want? What do they expect? Above all, they want products and services that fit within a context. They're straightforward and should be affordable. And this is something that we're offering. As you recall, 2 years ago, we announced 2 partnerships, 2 important partnerships. For 11 months now, we've been ensuring basically household appliances as well as electronic goods that you can buy, as long tires and bicycles that you can buy through Allegro. And we're working on extending this offer. This is one of the challenges we have for 2019. Some 25,000 lot clients have utilized the extensive PZU offer. So 2019 is a time of expansion, expansion in terms of insurance. So in 2019, we want to be present on 15 markets, and in 2020, we want to be on 25 markets across the world. For several years, we've been cooperating with power groups, energy groups, to offer micro insurance, micro services. So in 2018, we can say that we started to cooperate with all of the largest power players on the market. And the outcome of this cooperation is that PZU is present in 2 million households, and we're very pleased with that result. So, ladies and gentlemen, just like last year, the same is true tonight. I would like to announce another very important partnership. And so I can tell you that thanks to this partnership, we are present across the power market in Poland. Moreover, our partner is reaching 6.5 million households. And for a week now, I said we are present. So for a week now, our services are present in the offer of the retail sales business of the Polish Oil and Gas Company. Here, I would like to thank very warmly the CEO of the Polish Oil and Gas Company. So Mr. Maciej Woźniak, Piotr Woźniak, the CEO. I'd also like to thank the CEO of the sales company, Henryk Musza, that we're going to be able to meet the expectations of our clients together. So Henrik, I'd like to thank you very much for your assistance here and cooperation. So ladies and gentlemen, success hinges on good communication, and how we communicate with our customers is something that will be addressed by Dorota. I'd like to invite you to join us on stage. She has a program called Simple and Simplicity, full stop. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Małgosia, for such a nice welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, can the corporate language, can business language be simple and straightforward? Is it possible? As William Faulkner once said, of course, a little bit of maliciousness was there about Hemingway, that he's never used a word that would force a reader to actually use a dictionary. So it's possible. So grand literature doesn't need lengthy words in order to express thoughts. But can the business world do that? Well, there's no other way to excel. If you want to, as a service company, if you want to excel, then you have to follow the rules of using simple language. Well, it's not the case that we're simplifying some sort of beautiful Polish language. Basically, we're getting rid of or eradicating various types of official languages. We try to get rid of words like hereby, we hereby notify you. We're trying to speak to our customers in short and succinct language. We want to save their time, but we want to speak to them with some affinity. We want to speak with empathy. If we don't simplify our terminology, well, let's try to understand how people, our customers, try to understand some of these insurance terms we use. So it's a very nice recipe on how to make a nice cake. Well, replacement value, what about the year? I know one thing. Somebody who's creative thought this up. Well, this word, it said this means something. Well, this actually is seating party. This means something to do with your dental program. When we have Francis Integral, so the well, bonus malus. This is for my young guy here. So, insurance recourse. This means that if I do a bad job of cutting somebody's hair, then insurance won't help me. Well, then personal property. Well, my wife says we don't move around a lot. But if we want to talk about PZU, we speak about things simply. We speak about them in a straightforward fashion. Why were we trying to show you this movie? Well, we want to fulfill the expectations of our customers. Just as we promised last year, clients are at the center of our attention. We've altered our philosophy, our operating philosophy, and it's our task to meet customer expectations.
A klient oczekuje prostoty. I w tym oczekiwaniu prostoty jest oczekiwanie partnerstwa, a także poczucie bezpieczeństwa. Bo jeżeli wysyłamy pisma, które klient rozumie, to nie podejrzewa, że są tam jakieś ukryte treści. Ma poczucie bezpieczeństwa. Ponadto bardzo chcemy, żeby nasi klienci mogli korzystać z naszej oferty także na urządzeniach mobilnych. Już nie tylko siedząc wygodnie w fotelu przed dużym ekranem komputera, ale na całkiem małych smartfonach, aby mogli zalogować się na platformę Moje PZU i tam wykupić całkiem drogą polisę, albo na platformie InPZU, o której niedawno mówił Paweł, i zakupić zainwestować swoje mniejsze lub większe oszczędności. A to oznacza, że nasz język musi być prosty, przejrzysty, jednoznaczny. Jest jeszcze jeden powód, może nie tak bardzo oczywisty, ale dla nas jasny. To patriotyzm. Jesteśmy największą firmą finansową w tej części Europy. Chcemy dbać nie tylko o teatry, o duże instytucje kultury, wspierać wystawy, koncerty, ale też zadbać o język. Bo kto, jeśli nie my? Kto wypracuje nowoczesny, przyjazny ludziom język ubezpieczeniowy? Ale oczywiście, tak jak tu moi koledzy mówili, my lubimy mieć zysk finansowy, ale my już to wiemy. Prostota się opłaca. Proszę Państwa, o 12 punktów procentowych zmniejszył się ruch na infolinii w tych obszarach, w których stosujemy się do zasad prostego języka. Wzrasta też zadowolenie klienta. O 10 punktów procentowych był wyższy wskaźnik satysfakcji klienta w przypadku, gdy otrzymywał on uproszczoną komunikację. A wiadomo, zadowolenie klientów przekłada się na chęć zakupu produktów danej firmy. I chciałam jeszcze pochwalić się tym, co już udało się zrobić. Widzą Państwo starą polisę. Na pewno wielu z Państwa takie ma w domach. Ale już w końcu tego roku wszyscy ci, którzy ubezpieczą samochód, mieszkanie czy podróż w PZU, otrzymają zupełnie nową polisę. I nie chodzi tylko o to, że ona ładniej wygląda, że ma inną grafikę. To jest zupełnie inna architektura informacji. Dlaczego? Bo my wypracowaliśmy tę polisę razem z klientami. To oni powiedzieli nam, których informacji potrzebują, których nie rozumieją, które są zbędne. Wiemy, że jesteśmy dopiero na początku drogi. Język jest żywy, trzeba o niego dbać codziennie. Zmieniają się oferty, zmieniają się wyzwania, zmienia się świat, zmienia się też język. To jest niekończący się proces. Moim marzeniem jest, ale myślę, że też marzeniem całego zarządu i wszystkich pracowników PZU, aby do końca roku 2020, czyli w stulecie powstania Polskiej Dyrekcji Ubezpieczeń Wzajemnych, a ten fakt przyjmowany jako fakt powstania PZU w tym nowoczesnym kształcie, 100% komunikacji do klientów była w prostym języku. Czasami słyszymy, że poszukiwanie prostoty obraża inteligencję odbiorcy. Naszym zdaniem jest dokładnie na odwrót. To oznacza szacunku i dobrego wychowania. No bo ludzie zawsze się spieszą. PZU to proste, po polsku. Chciałabym jeszcze przez chwilę opowiedzieć o naszych innych zaangażowaniach społecznych, bo odpowiedzialność za język to tylko jeden z przejawów naszej działalności. Dbamy o nasze dziedzictwo narodowe, wspieramy instytucje kultury, ale dbamy też o zdrowie Polaków dzięki angażowaniu się w wielkie imprezy sportowe. Troszczymy się też o bezpieczeństwo dzieci. W ubiegłym roku rozdaliśmy odblaski wszystkim uczniom klas 1-3. czyli blisko 1,5 miliona sztuk. Ale dziś chcielibyśmy się pochwalić zupełnie unikatowym programem. Mówiliśmy o nim w ubiegłym roku. To Pomoc to moc. To państwo decydują, w które projekty inwestujemy nasz fundusz prewencyjny. Zapraszam po prezentacji do naszej strefy, gdzie pracownicy PZU odpowiedzą na wszystkie Państwa pytania, a teraz do obejrzenia filmu, w którym przedstawimy założenia i pokażemy rezultaty tego trwającego już prawie rok programu. Dziękuję bardzo.
Co łączy ze sobą te wszystkie sytuacje? To nasza akcja Pomoc to moc. To program wspierający pomysły lokalnych społeczności, którego hasłem przewodnim jest zdrowa i bezpieczna rodzina. Jak to działa? Wystarczy złożyć wniosek na stronie Pomoc to moc. Po akceptacji wniosku PZU pomaga w wyborze organizacji pozarządowej, która wesprze pomysłodawców w realizacji inicjatywy. Gdy wniosek pojawia się na mapie inicjatyw Pomoc to moc, uruchamia się możliwość głosowania na projekt. Najlepiej oceniane wnioski poddawane są weryfikacji przez grono ekspertów PZU Pomoc to moc, a wybrane z nich są finansowane w ramach programu.
Zalogowaliśmy się na stronie. Okazało się, że wniosek jest dość prosty do wypełnienia. Zrobiliśmy to, wymyśliliśmy całą właśnie naszą akcję, jak chcielibyśmy pomóc i wspierać rodziny, żeby bezpiecznie uprawiały sport.
Do końca lutego 2019 roku do Pomoc to moc napłynęło mnóstwo ciekawych pomysłów. Wiele z nich udało się zrealizować dzięki finansowaniu z programu Pomoc to moc.
Nasze działania wpisują się w całą misję PZU, ponieważ nasz projekt, który nazywa się Zdrowa i Bezpieczna Rodzina z Zośką, ma na celu głównie poprawę formy fizycznej młodzieży i nie tylko.
Zaangażowanie naszych środków z Pomoc to moc to inwestycja w przyszłość młodych ludzi, którzy dzięki wspieranym przez nas działaniom uczą się, jak żyć zdrowo i bezpiecznie.
Myślę, że szkolenia takie są bardzo wartościowe. Dużo można się nauczyć. Ludzie są wtedy świadomi tego, co może się wydarzyć i po prostu pomóc w takich sytuacjach. Nie jesteśmy bezsilni.
Nie jesteśmy sami. Nasze wsparcie możliwe jest dzięki współpracy z organizacjami pozarządowymi z całej Polski.
Pomoc to moc. Czyli jeżeli pomagamy, to mamy z tego jakąś moc. Coś pozostaje. Czerpiemy z tego wszyscy, wszystkie strony czerpią z tego jakieś korzyści mądre.
Razem możemy zmienić otaczający nas świat i zapewnić bezpieczeństwo i zdrowie rodzinie, bo PZU Pomoc to moc. Zdrowa i bezpieczna rodzina.
Bardzo dziękuję. Bardzo dziękuję, Doroto. Pomoc to moc to naprawdę świetny projekt i serdecznie zapraszam Państwa do tego, żebyście Państwo też zastanowili się. Jestem przekonany, że znacie jakiś projekt, który jest godny tego, ażeby go wesprzeć. Szanowni Państwo, w ubiegłym roku na koniec ogłosiliśmy jeden projekt, który wykraczał stanowczo ponad to, co zwykle robią ubezpieczyciele. Zamiast tylko płacić odszkodowania, zobowiązaliśmy się do tego, żeby realnie pomóc naszym klientom wtedy, kiedy tego potrzebują najbardziej. A oczywiście tym projektem był PZU Go. Nad żadnym projektem nie pracowaliśmy tak intensywnie w tym ubiegłym roku, jak właśnie nad nim. A to dlatego, bo przekroczyliśmy kilka granic. Z jednej strony nie płacimy tylko odszkodowań, chcemy naszym klientom pomóc, ale z drugiej strony przekroczyliśmy też granicę między spółką ubezpieczeniową a spółką technologiczną. Ponieważ nie istniały, nie znaleźliśmy takich rozwiązań technologicznych, które nas by satysfakcjonowały, które oczekiwaliśmy dla naszych klientów, postanowiliśmy je zbudować. A wyglądało to tak.
Pierwsza myśl, czy to jest możliwe? My tak naprawdę nie wiedzieliśmy, jak się...
We didn't really know how it would end. It is one of our major projects, if not the most important one. Why are you putting on this sticker? And then when my dad explained this to me, I understood that this device can really save lives. Every year in Poland there are more than 30,000 road accidents, and in many cases the driver is unable to call for help on his or her own. So we decided to change this, and it was to be simple and effective. The system consists of a mobile application. I have this application turned on because it becomes activated automatically. Then there is an event. Bitom sends information to the telephone, application sends the information to our emergency center, and the consultant sees that something happened. First of all, we try to get in touch with our customers to make sure what sort of assistance our customer expects. And if the customer doesn't answer the phone, we call emergency services. And if the customer answers the phone, we simply help in organizing assistance on the site. We spent a lot of time testing this type of solution. We chose the most typical solutions which occur most frequently on Polish roads. In August 2018, we started tests of PZU-Go application among employees of the company. During the tests, we collected suggestions, ideas, what could be improved. We implemented the best ideas, and we rewarded the authors of the best ideas. I put on the sticker on the window, and then we checked whether we consulted things with my husband. He was not of the same mind on every single issue, but mostly we agreed. The number of people who are using this application is increasing continually. I was planning to go on a long trip with a friend, and my father convinced me to install this application. I recommend this to anyone who travels on his or her own because that gives you some feeling of security in case something happens. In fact, it is a symbol of a new PZU. We rely very much on technological products. We want to introduce them. This is a program to promote safety on roads. As part of the program, the participants get a PZU-Go every week. Every club member receives a report on safety and smoothness of driving. Additionally, people get tips how they can improve their driving, and those who drive safely will be able to get benefits like free car washing or free coffee at the petrol station. In situations where something unexpected happens, even if we try as much as we can to avoid emergencies, PZU-Go can help us, it can save our life. PZU-Go. Ladies and gentlemen, we covered hundreds of thousands of kilometers. During those tests, we collected some useful insights, and we also tested PZU-Go in real accidents. So we can safely claim that PZU-Go is something that can save human lives. But we worked not only on the technological side of the solution, we also worked on its commercial side, because as I told you last year, PZU-Go is a device which should also promote safe driving and reward people for driving safely. Also, it opens up completely new opportunities. Kinga and Mateusz mentioned this on the video. For those who are our clients and decide also to be active in our club, can benefit from discounts at petrol stations in return for safe driving. And these are completely new possibilities which were not available previously. Our team keeps coming up with new ideas all the time, and I would like to share with you an idea which is my favorite now. That's helpful photo radar. Well, everybody knows what a classical photo radar is like. Penalties meted out if the driver is not driving in line with legal regulations. The helpful photo radar works the other way around. The purpose is to reward drivers if they drive safely at a section of the road where safe driving is particularly called for. And who decides where those devices are installed? That's very simple. You decide. If you know a place, a specific spot, a section of the road where you really want drivers to drive carefully, to follow road safety rules, maybe because there is a kindergarten or school nearby, the place where your children attend, you can contact PZU requesting that at this section of the road, the positive, the helpful photo radar is installed. The key point here is that you find other people who think likewise and who will second your request. Then we will be able to put up the helpful photo radar there, and then any driver who comes near to this spot will get a message in which we inform the driver. In the information we will say that we ask the driver for particular care on the road, and if they do drive carefully, they will get either free coffee or extra points. These are little things, but they will hopefully allow us not only to increase safety on our roads, but will allow all of us to be more aware of how we can make our environment safer. To recap, PZU Go is above all a device which brings rescue immediately. Within a fraction of a second, we get information that an accident occurred. At the same time, there are measurable benefits offered in return for safe driving. Also, this is free and unlimited towing if an accident happens. If an accident occurs and PZU Go is registered, we contact you, and if needed we call in rescue services and we will tow away the car wherever you are. All that will be available to everyone at a price of 139 PLN annually. And from the 2nd of April, we will start a special promotion for our customers for whom PZU Go will be available at only 49 PLN annually. And those of our customers who choose to join the club of the helpful people and who cover a certain mileage safely will get a discount on renewal of their insurance, which will mean that effectively PZU Go for them will have the price of 1 PLN annually. And we count on more and more people joining PZU Go. And that's something you probably expected, we will start with you. Any of you who will contact our employees in the PZU in Your Hands zone will get today from us PZU Go. We wish you a lot of joy in testing the device, and above all, I wish you safe driving.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming close to the moment when we can invite all of you to join us in the zone, but we have one special announcement at the end. So if you will allow me, I want engaged in a small digression. Last year, in conjunction with the centennial of Poland's regaining its independence, we asked some of the leaders of Polish business community to New York City to meet with the American business community, some of the biggest investors, where we talked about Poland, the can-do nation. We talked how initiatives and innovations are being created and which have an impact across the world. And this is something that was noted. We see more and more companies from Poland are thinking more and more boldly about becoming global companies. And we, as the largest and the most stable financial group in this part of Europe, we're thinking similarly. And so if I can basically share a little bit of the secret with you, what our ambitions are once we've achieved all of the objectives by 2020 that Tomek talked about, what our ambitions are going to be like for 2025. One of them, it would be a response to that question. How should we make sure that PZU will be a national champion, a regional champion, but for it to become an international company, even a global company? And many times I've stated and talked about one of the areas we want to achieve this. This is an area that's very close to my own heart, and this is asset management. In many times in the past, I've said that PZU should be the best and most recognizable and reputable asset manager in this part of Europe, but operating across the globe. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very elated, in fact, to tell you that today we've come quite close to that goal, and we've come much closer, substantially speaking, to that. Today we've signed a letter of intent about strategic cooperation with one of the largest financial institutions in the world. And many people say that this is the best financial institution in the world. We signed an agreement, a letter of intent, an LOI, with the Goldman Sachs organization. So jointly with Goldman Sachs, we're going to work together on asset management and this cooperation. And I'm convinced here will make PZU the most reputable investment company, investment firm in this part of Europe. So on one hand, our clients will have access to the best global solutions offered by Goldman Sachs through our portal, for example, in PZU. But at the same time, this will signify that the PZU Group products will be available across the world to clients of Goldman Sachs. And we'll have a special fund that will invest in Poland and across the region, which is called the 3Cs region, and it will be distributed by Goldman Sachs across the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new PZU, and in this way, step by step, we're going to become a company that's really global. So now I'd like to invite up on stage my colleagues from the management board. Come on up. Come up and join me on stage, please. We're now in that part of the presentation where we wanted to invite all of you to join us to visit PZU in your hands zone. We had the intention to invite all of the directors who we'd like to thank you, but when we counted the number of people we would like to thank, then we would run out of space on stage, and then we wouldn't be able to do one other thing. Realistically, we'd like to dedicate this entire event to our colleagues, our employees, in particular the directors who are working day on day to implement this PZU vision. Without you, this would not be possible. You're the mothers and fathers of all of the projects that we've talked about and announced. We'd like to thank you very strongly. Thank you very much for believing in this vision. And with respect to all of those of you who are present and those of you who are listening to us across Poland, we'd like to dedicate to you a short video clip about our employees. Thank you for attending this evening, and we'd like to invite you to visit the zone called PZU in your hands. So thank you very much. So the new PZU is all about people.
Zajmuję się standaryzacją.
So I'm responsible for standardization of services, which is good for my team, but gives comfort to our employees. I work in the call center. I work with customers after a claim is reported. I'm working with the largest repair network in Poland, and we want to make sure that they meet the standards. I'm a 3.0 agent, and I give our customers greater contempt.
Kieruję projektami pilotażowymi, które wykorzystują sztuczną.
So I'm using artificial intelligence in these projects, and we want to make sure that creativity is utilized. And so I'm doing projects for our sales network, so the mobile apps. I'm also working with the Innovation Laboratory, and what's quite nice is the IT atmosphere. I'm solving problems in the SLS, so preparing code. I'm doing valuations of the billions of assets we have in PZU. I work with the PZU clients.
And propositions to customers.
So I like work at PZU. I'm never bored. I have a new challenge every day.
Private customers and selling insurance products.
Zajmuję się obsługą, doradztwem.
I'm responsible for sales and service in crisis situations. I'm a mobile office director. I help people who have been injured to receive a fast payment. So PZU gives me the opportunity to do volunteer programs. So I'm responsible for overseeing their employees' sort of proprietary employee volunteer projects. I'm helping clients select the right life insurance and to secure their financial futures. I visit clients to look at their vehicles after accidents and do the inspections. I'm helping people in truly difficult life situations. I value the contact with customers.
For what I bring to the firm.
Szanuję w firmie tradycję i długą historię.
Praca z ludźmi daje mi.
So working with people gives me a lot of satisfaction. So working with PZU gives me the ability to make decisions on my own, and I can meet interesting people. I can develop myself in different technologies. I'm able to, it's a great job for a guy to have constant contact with the motor industry. I also work on my analytical thinking. We got a great atmosphere at work.